Wagwan y'all, it's Dimz back for the attack, but you already know that. And today I'm going to do a quick review of 8bitdo's arcade stick. On the short, I really like it. Let's talk about why. First things first, this stick is $90, and this is very inexpensive since generally the average price for an arcade stick is $200. This is a great price for anyone who wants an arcade stick or just wants to try it out and see if it's for them. This stick has all the buttons you need plus more. It comes with your standard 8 input buttons. Then it also has your 4 menu buttons, those menu buttons being start, select, guide, and share. And it also comes with 3 extra buttons. Those 3 extra buttons being a turbo button and 2 programmable macro buttons. With the 2 programmable macro buttons, you can actually record a series of inputs, and just by the press of a button, it'll play it back for you. If you care about things like that. All the buttons on this fight stick can be remapped through 8bitdo's software. Because for me, since I don't care about the macro functions of the P1 and P2 buttons, I changed them to L3 and R3, or the left stick or right stick clicking in. Just keep in mind that if you are remapping through the software or at all, that this will not change the LED indicators physically on the fight stick when you turn it on. To turn on the fight stick, there is actually a dial on the top left. There is one that's marked S that allows it to work with the Nintendo Switch. And then there's one that's marked X that allows it to work as an X input, which basically means it works as a generic controller that's mainly used for PC or Raspberry Pis or anything like of the sorts. You connect the arcade stick through its detachable USB-C wire that comes from the back compartment. There's even space in the back door for you to close it around this wire. But you can also connect the stick wirelessly through Bluetooth, which will connect to your Switch, your PC, or even your mobile devices, or you could connect it wirelessly through its own USB dongle. There's even a spot in the back compartment where the dongle calls its home. This is a very light stick, and it weighs about 2.1 kilograms, or about 4.5 pounds. All of the main buttons are actually sandwall buttons. The 8 red ones are 30 millimeters, while the P1 and P2 are actually 24 millimeters. To open the stick, you are going to need a T8 screw bit or screwdriver. The inside of the stick is very clean and great for some small or beginning mods, like swapping out buttons or just customizing the joystick. Just some simple things, if this is your first time owning a stick or even modding one. Like me personally, I'm not too big of a fan of square gates on my joystick, so I swapped this square gate out with an octo gate. However, if you want to go a little in depth or anything, like if you want to replace the whole lever, I would definitely recommend you watch this person's video on how to do that. This is an amazing and an affordable stick. Heck, I actually just picked it up because I needed another peripheral. Since I develop games, when I usually play or test games, I try to use as many peripherals as I can. But my main fight sticks actually don't have joysticks at all. Also, this stick is $90. That is an amazingly great price if you ever are just curious of how a arcade stick works or if you just want one. The only downside I could see with this stick is that it does not work on Xbox consoles and it doesn't work on PlayStation consoles. So if you only game on those 2 consoles, this might not be the stick for you. However, if you mostly game on Nintendo Switch, PC, Raspberry Pi, your mobile, anything like that, and you want to use an arcade stick, this would be a great purchase for you. Well, that's all I got for this video. I hope it was helpful on you making your decision if you would like to purchase this stick or not. Other than that, have a great day. Now, if you don't mind me, I'm about to go sticker bomb this fight stick. I'll catch y'all later.